Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Longest Journey. When we left off last time, we talked a whole lot to Fiona, our landlady, got to know her better, and then we talked to Cortez here, or more like he flagged us down, and it was kind of a creepy I gave April some flack, and really the more I've been thinking about it, the more I really shouldn't have. Okay, so obviously we know that her dreams are going to be more than just dreams. There's a significance to them. Right? I mean, clearly the game showed us the dream because it means something. And then we have this guy who's all like, I know about your nightmares. You're going to start seeing them in the real world and whatever else. And it's like, okay, obviously this guy knows something, so we should talk to him. But really, I have to admit, if I really were April, and I'd been having some kind of kooky nightmares, and then I walked outside my house, and there's this guy that she's admitted she's a bit afraid of. And he flags me down and then suddenly tells me, I know you're having nightmares and everything else, I would be freaking out a little bit. I'd be thinking, like, how do you know something so intimate about me? Is he, like, he can't be peeping through the window, right? Because she's on the second floor. I would hope he couldn't be peeping through the window, but I'd be afraid maybe somehow he's climbing up and, like, watching me sleep. Or that he's managed to put some kind of monitoring device or something in my room. It is so... Really, she freaked out, and I can't blame her for that. It would be a little terrifying. I have a feeling that he's probably a good guy, and he's going to end up being very helpful to us. But I can understand her at this point just being kind of creeped out, like, don't talk to me. So, can't hold it against her. Let's get up. Ooh. Look at this. Flying cars. Flying cars, I'm waiting for the day. Oh, and that is some scummy looking water. Oh, can we talk to you? Oh, it doesn't look like I can highlight them. Alright. Well, Venice. This is a city of canals. Alright, what do we have to look at?
Big surprise. I'm still here.
I know. I do like the thing she has to say, though. I like that it switches up a bit. I really can't talk to this guy? Bummer. But that was a nice detail that he kind of stops and like, who's this person who just walked into me? Alright, so what have we got? Bench.
Just a wooden bench.
So the benches of the future stay pretty much as benches have always been. Makes sense. Alright, I can't imagine she's going to try to pick it up. What are we going to do with this bench? Oh. What you would normally do with a bench. Okay, we don't have time for sitting. What have we got? Ooh, to the subway. Alright. We'll work along the edges and then maybe go in. Ooh, to the park. Oh, we've got options. Oh, I like that. Alright, nice clock.
From what I've been told, the clock stopped on the very day of the infamous Venice massacre in 2109, to the minute the police opened fire on the squatters.
I would like to know more about that, April. I would like to know a lot more about that. They opened fire on squatters. Why? I mean, well, I guess the talking to a computer could get you a visit by people who are allowed to bear arms. Yikes. This is kind of... what a future she lives in. You know, I wonder, though, if were they squatting here? Is there, like, a weight limit to how much these walkways can support? I mean, I certainly think that opening fire on them probably sounds like totally the wrong way to go about fixing the problem if there's too many people just hanging out there, but perhaps there was a legitimate concern that they really can't just squat here because it might collapse the structure. But she lives in a world where... well, I mean, we kind of live in a world where sometimes authorities open fire on groups of peaceful protesters. Not that... I don't know that squatters are peaceful protesters. Oh, the cafe! But, you know what I mean. Okay, let's look at the cafe first of all. We need to go to the studio. Is that going to be subway or park to get to? Well, we'd probably have to take a subway to it, right? I'm assuming. So let's start with the cafe. And then we'll see where to go from there. I don't want to rush to any of the places we're supposed to be. I want to make sure we explore. Oh, you know what else? Hang on a second, April. It was mentioned to me in the comments that April's diary, you go to options and Voila, her diary. And we can conversation log. Oh, look, we can even, if we need to check with what happened with the dragon, and look at all the sketches. So that's Cortez, right? That's a really creepy mouth. Cool. All right. Video replay. Yeah, all of it. Well, that's really handy. Okay, April's diary. April 14th, 2209. A Friday. Happy birthday to me. The big 1-8. Joyous, right? Well, not to sound like a complete spoil sport, but 18 feels kinda like 17, only I can buy a gun and pilot a hovercraft. I'd kinda figured that the number 18 would cast light into the deep, dark chasm of my soul and reveal some grand truth about the universe. Like the meaning of life, or at least some explanation as to why all guys are complete idiots. But no, nothing. I'm the same person today that I was yesterday. No different. Same old boring April, stuck in the same old boring life. That's how it goes, April. No, I know how you feel. When you're young and you hit like a big number and you think it's supposed to feel something significant. My dad will still ask me on each birthday, so you feeling any older? It's like, I feel exactly the same yesterday as today. There's not really much difference. Which of course does make me realize something important. I just have to get out of here soon. I have to leave. There's nothing here for me, no future, and a past I prefer to forget. And I know where I want to go. The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts in Newport. Oh, so this is when she's still at home. Okay. God knows if they'll accept me into their fall program, but I have to try. Sarah went out there last year, and she's agreed to let me stay at her place for a short while, until I can get a job and an apartment. So what happened with Sarah? The friends in the picture are Emma and Charlie. The landlady's Fiona. Marcus took the picture. Where's Sarah fit into all this? Writing about leaving is both scary and exciting. It's scary because I've never really been on my own before, and I've never been to Newport. And of course I'm scared that good old Daddy will find out and force me to stay. Not that he can, but he will certainly try. On the other hand, it's really exciting too. I can't imagine anything that beats starting my own life in a place like Venice. From what I've seen and heard, it looks great. There are lots of little cafes and crisscrossing canals, just like in the real Venice, in Italy, and most of the people who live there are young and creative and not afraid to look or sound or be different, which will make a nice change from this place. Oh, so it sounds like she's coming from maybe a very strict conservative type of background. And I get this feeling too. Any kind of change. Even if you're not happy with where you are and you're looking forward, you've got a plan, and the place you're going to just sounds great, the still actual process of change, it can be scary. It can make you a little anxious. April 22nd. Today I called the academy and asked them about their admission requirements, and they told me to bring some of my work in when you arrive. They don't really have any specific requirements, only that you're talented and dedicated and hardworking. The lady I spoke to sounded nice, but she didn't make any promises. She told me there are a lot of applicants and only a limited amount of spaces. I know my work's good, even though I haven't had much training, and I'm definitely dedicated and hardworking. So why am I still nervous? Well, because of the possibility that maybe someone is just as hardworking and dedicated as you, but possibly more talented. That would be my fear. When someone's telling you, oh, there's a lot of applicants and not enough spaces for all of them, and you're looking at uprooting your whole life to go there and hope that it works out, well, that's really nerve-wracking. So, totally understand the feeling, April. May 1st. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with events in this diary, but with my exams and everything else going on right before graduation, I haven't had the time. I know, bad excuse. I'll just have to take time out too, and I'll definitely keep my diary up to date from now on. May 25th. 3 weeks of complete silence. I look back at my previous diaries and I wonder, where the hell did I find the time to write so much so often? Oh well, I'll try to remember what's been going on these past few weeks. I passed all my exams with straight A's, of course, Jay, and tomorrow morning I'm leaving home. Yes, I'm making the leap into the great unknown, and I'm never coming back here. I withdrew all my money from the bank, $2,190, and I've packed a suitcase and a bag with my clothes and work samples and books and anything else I can't do without. Unfortunately, I have to leave so much. My old toys, some of the bigger canvases, my screen, and it's not like I can have Mom ship them or anything. Why not? Is Mom out of the picture? Or is she just in some other way unable to ship anything? I'm leaving a letter for my family, but I'm not telling them where I'm going. 18 years under constant scrutiny is enough. I really don't want to carry any of that crap with me into my new life. Hey, I can sympathize with you. Actually, this is pretty good. 18 years old, she's got a plan, she's got a goal in life, she's saved up, she's got her money, and she's gonna go, and she's even being really smart about it and just leave the letter so she doesn't have to confront him in person and have him give them the chance to try and force her out of the decision, and not telling him where she's going. Like, yeah, if you've got a really crappy history, this is a good way to get out of it. Good plan, April. Strangely enough, when I was packing this morning, I suddenly remembered something I'd forgotten a long time ago. When I was a kid, I kept all my drawings in a box under the floorboards so my dad wouldn't find them and berate me for wasting my time. He would berate you just for drawing in your spare time? What a jerk. The box was right where I put it, more than 6 years ago. So when she was less than 12. I didn't feel like looking at any of the drawings right away, so I wrapped the box up and stuck it in my bag. I'll open it when I get to Venice. But, so this is the one in the closet, and that she was all like, these are just drawings from my childhood. I don't know why I brought these, they're the pictures on the start screen, aren't they? The sort of crayon drawings? Ooh. I don't think this is the right time for a nostalgic reminiscence about my childhood, but I'm glad I remembered to pack the box. So tonight's the night. I'm sneaking out of here at 4 a.m. to catch the train to Greenville, and from there on to the big city itself, Newport. At dinner tonight, I'll see Mom, Dad, Daniel, and Owen for the last time in a long while. Okay, so Mom is there, okay. I don't really care if I ever see Dad again, but I feel sorry for Mom. Okay, so Dad's the big aggressor here. Not necessarily, so it could be that he just is very controlling, maybe he's a shouter. We don't know if he's physically abusive or anything, but it definitely sounds like at least emotionally. And Mom just kind of tiptoes around him? She doesn't seem to care much for me, but I know she'll miss me, and I know she'll feel very guilty for turning a blind eye to the way he treated me throughout all those years. Oh wow, you're better than me, April. I don't feel bad for your mom. If she doesn't even care much for you, geez. As for Danny and Owen, I don't really know. Danny's an asshole. He could theoretically improve, but I doubt he wants to. As for Owen, he's still a kid. He might turn out okay. But as long as Dad's in control, I'm not too optimistic. Yikes. I feel for it. That's a rough thing to have to walk away from. And you basically, if you are in her situation, you kind of do have to, at least temporarily, give up on your siblings. Because staying's not going to really help them, or if it helps them at all, it's at expense to herself. She's got to take care of herself first. She's got to get out. I'm going to the pond tonight to say goodbye. I haven't been there in a long while, not since that crazy day. What crazy day? Well, I have to see it one last time, or I'll never get it out of my head. As for my friends, I don't really want to say anything. I'll mail them when I get to Newport, to Venice. So this is the last entry I write here in this house, in this room. In some strange way I can't really understand, I'll miss it. Not much, but I did grow up here. I did spend 18 years, oh my god, in this place, and that's not soon forgotten or ignored. I don't want to feel bad for what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I do feel bad, a little. But more than anything, I'm excited about what tomorrow will bring. I believe I might actually be happy. Imagine that. Oh, everything about that, I can totally get where she's coming from. And it seems like things are going pretty well for her in Venice, so now that we have this backstory about her, I'm really, she just alluded to her past a little bit before, but we have a clearer idea. There's still a fair amount of vagueness about it, especially what is this crazy day, but that makes me really happy for her that she's here, she's in Venice, it's where she wants to be, she's pursuing her art, she's doing what she wants to do with her life. So that's really nice. Friday, July 28th, 2209. What was the date on our first one? Sorry to go back so much. Oh, it was, okay, so the same year. So we went from April to July. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I had last night. Enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping, the important things in life. Oh, April. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition opens in less than 2 weeks. My painting, and I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a blank canvas, and while that might fool some people, whoa, what an expressive statement of nothingness, it won't fool my teachers. So today I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio and just hope that inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. It kind of could happen, and I'm wondering if something as dramatic as lightning from the sky is going to happen, given her dream. Okay, so this must be today. So she's still 18. Okay. Well, wait. So if she just graduated in, like, May, and it's July now, then semester wouldn't have started, would it? No, but it won't fool her teachers, so maybe she was taking some summer courses? Friday morning, again. Okay, so I'm like on my way to school. I'm half asleep. I'm hot. The weather's been unbearable these past few days, to say the least. And I just want to get to the studio as soon as possible. And then this guy Cortez, who's sitting outside the house like he does every single day, calls me over. Fine, okay, I got nothing against the guy personally. I make small talk about the weather, just try to get it over with. And then, how would he know that I've been having nightmares? Unless Emma or Charlie or Fiona told him. And I know they wouldn't have. How could he know? And I know he's nuts, but to think that I have some kind of destiny? That guy's been doing too many raptures or whatever they popped back when he was double digits. Okay, so now we're current and it's gonna, like, as events happen, it'll catch us up. Okay. Oh, and that was the last bit. Alright. Well, cool. That gave us some detail into our gal here. Alright, let's look around here. What do we got? Oh, tunnel.
Where it goes, nobody knows.
Well, I'm sure the city planners probably know.
Rusty pipes.
Rusty pipes?
They're hundreds of years old, installed way back when Venice was an industrial area. See? I know
100
some local history.
Hundreds of years old. Those are some very sturdy pipes. Mystery door. Can we go in?
I don't think I've ever seen anybody pass through that door. Isn't that peculiar? And if I was Nancy Drew, I might actually care.
It's nice to know that even in the future, people still remember Nancy Drew. Now, I would imagine it's just a door for, like, your city workers, isn't it? This is all, like, tunnel and then the pipes, like, your city maintenance would need to get through there, I would think. And so, yeah, they probably keep it locked because they don't need normal people messing around with it. Alright, so that's the cafe and the door.
The Fringe Cafe, my home away from home. I really don't mind working there. It's a nice place. I mean, it ranks nice on a scale from begging for food at the bottom to just scraping by at the top. I do not intend to make a career of it.
No, but, you know, a lot of people, I waitressed for a while. It's a good career to help you while you're doing other things, you know? Something to pay the bills. And some people just continue waitressing. For some people, it works out. What? Death Star.
Can you say Death Star?
It's not a wrecking ball? And big wheel.
If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? It could happen.
I suppose it could. It seems unlikely. I imagine it's probably something to do with... Is it connected somehow to the puzzle with the pipes? I don't think we can. We don't have the option to grab it, so perhaps not. Alright, over to the... Let's take a look. What's going on, door? What's this sign on here?
Closed for maintenance. Will reopen at 3 p.m. What's going on?
Oh.
The place was fine last night.
Well, that's interesting. Peek in the windows.
The sign said it's closed for maintenance.
Alright, alright. Well, we had the option for hand, so I had to try it. Huh. Well, I guess that's it for here then, huh? Can we, like, walk further this way? No, it's not. It's not giving us the red arrow. So I don't think so. I want to climb up this ladder back here too, but I don't think we can. Man, just watching her walk around and looking at the backgrounds here, it's just the look of this game, the graphics and such, it reminds me a whole lot of Final Fantasy VIII, which is my favorite Final Fantasy. I haven't played them all, but of what I've played, that's my favorite. And I know that a lot of people would disagree with that choice. They would not consider that a favorite at all. I'm not saying it's the best. It's just personally my favorite. Something about it I really liked. I don't know. It's kind of... I'm getting a lot of good feelings from this game just because it's reminding me a lot of that. So, to the park or the subway? Let's go to the park. I liked Final Fantasy VIII best because of the storyline and the setting, mostly. The story was okay too, but mostly the setting. I really liked the setting. I felt closest to our world, just, you know, with a little bit of changes to it. Plus Triple Triad was a really fun side game. To the Academy. Oh, I bet that's where her studio's gonna be, so we'll want to hit the subway first. Yikes. I appreciate the park. It's really nice that they tried to make a park here, green things up a bit, but the bridge over top we could do without.
Nothing adds more to the tranquility of a city park than a huge rusty iron bridge.
Yeah. What's with the ominous music here?
Very cubist, and not my style at all.
What is your style, April?
This guy's out here all day long, all year. He never stops painting. Ever. And I doubt he's ever finished even one painting.
You don't think that he'd be doing... What, it's been the same painting this whole time? If he's out here all the time just non-stop painting, wouldn't he finish some when you're not here? And maybe... Well, he doesn't have spare canvases lying around. Old iron thingy.
I can't even begin to guess what that's supposed to be.
They don't use garbage cans in the future? Oh, we can get to the subway from here. That is handy. Okay, have we found everything out here? I like this light here, that's pretty. Okay, I think we're good. Head on over. I wonder what this gigantic... Is this part of the academy? This really huge tower back here? Alright, what do we got here? Wait, commemorative plaque. Ooh, that's one to check out.
It's a plaque commemorating the Venice massacre of 2109. It reads, "In honor of those who died defending our right to live."
Defending our right to live. This was something with the squatters then, that same massacre. I hope we get to learn more about that as we go. Alright. So it's just back to the park. Newport Waterworks. Oh!
Newport Waterworks. It's a strange thing to think that this whole area was once an industrial park. East Venice. Yeah. There are, I think, 3 subway stops in Venice, including this one.
Okay. East Venice, West Venice. Who knows what
Newport Transit System. It's not one system anymore, though. All the different lines are owned by different companies. This is the Metro line, and I believe it's run by Bocamba Mercer.
So, down to the subway.
I wonder what the homeless people do in the wintertime. Supposedly, it gets biting cold here in Newport, and I don't know if there are any shelters anymore.
They don't have shelters? What does he do in winter? Does he just put on more clothes, or does he have to move or find his way somewhere warmer? Alright, let's see what's down in the subway. So homelessness is still a problem in the future, huh? Kind of a bummer. I'd like to think that we could take care of that. Enjoy! Oh, what was that? Gene scanner! That is such a... And the gate. Okay, let's look at the gate.
The gates scan everybody who goes in and out of the station and compares their genetic signature with the database. If you haven't paid your fare, the alarm goes off and the cops show up.
Oh.
It's a gene scanner. It scans your genes, puts your genetic signature into a database, and allows you through all corresponding gates.
How does it scan them? Do you have to, like, I don't know, give it a blood sample or something? Poke your finger at? No, because that would... How would they sanitize it in between people? Alright, let's interact with it. Ooh. Oh, here's the instructions. Press the button.
Let's see. According to the instructions, I push a button with a stylized hand, wave my cash card in front of the round thingy, and then stand still for a few seconds. Good.
Oh, okay.
I can stand still.
Just scans you like that, eh? Alright, single day or... Well, might as well
I'll get a
week,
weekly
right?
pass, just in case.
Yeah. And then... What's that? Ooh, look at you. Oh, it said, wave your card. Card. There you are. Come here. Oh, what happened? Oh, no! To the gene scanner. Goodness. Boy, I bungled that. What is... Come here. Let's try that again.
I'll get a weekly pass, just in case.
Okay. Can I...
It's a small camera.
Alright, come here. Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry, but the fare is $15. You have $1 left on your cash card. This message was brought to you by the Bocamba Mercer Company. Company.
Oh, wow.
Future spells Bocamba Mercer.
Oh, that's a high-quality machine. Well, can I get...
I have enough money on my
single?
card. I have to remember to get paid for last week's work at the cafe.
They don't just automatically deposit?
I already pushed the button.
But not for a singular day. Fine. This is the game's way of saying you're not supposed to go down here yet, isn't it? Alright, well, let's go to the academy then. So if this was the academy, and it looks like a, pretty nice sized, like, at least two-story place here. How tall are these gigantic skyscrapers in the background? Okay, what do we got going on here? That's a neat little pass-through. Notice board.
It's the official VAVA notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here.
Well, what notices
The
are there?
annual VAVA summer exhibit, August 11th through 18th. Oh, God, I'm actually expected to be ready by then. Need model
Alright,
to
what else?
pose nude for serious work. P.S. Only looking for young and beautiful. It used to be chicks, then he crossed it out and wrote women. That's smooth, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's gonna get a lot of takers.
Film equipment for
What
sale.
about this?
Antique, 16mm camera, projector, tripod, lenses, all for just, holy cow, $8,000? Who has $8,000 to spend on an old camera? Wait a second.
Well,
This was posted by Zach. Oh, so it's definitely overpriced then. That guy would do anything to make money. Anything.
now, as for who would buy such a thing, there probably are collectors who would be interested in such a thing. Enthusiasts of such stuff. But I don't know that at your local college for starving artists is the best place to post it. Are they going to have the money for
Actresses
this?
wanted for snuff movie parody. Meet up at Dock 12, Newport Harbor, Saturday at midnight, and keep quiet about it. If I was the suspicious type, I'd think this was kinda fishy.
See, that's kind of a tricky one. It might be fishy, or it might just be a sense of humor. They said parody, right? Keep it quiet. Maybe they're joking, but I don't know.
It's the official
All right, what's
VAVA
this?
notice board. The annual VAVA
okay.
summer exhibit, August
We saw
11th
that.
through 18th. Need model to
And
pose
this
nude.
one? We saw that. Okay, I think those are all that it gives us. That's fine. No, wait. Who's Bishop and Anne-Marie?
Bishop and Anne-Marie. He's a photography student. She's in my life study class. Nice couple.
Okay, so if she's in her class, then yeah, she's already taking classes. All right. So she must be taking like a summer course.
No, I've got too much to do right now.
Aw. We still have to talk to Cortez. Can't we talk to these people that we actually like? Alright, what else we got? Oh.
The Venice
Flag.
Academy of the Visual Arts. World renowned, prestigious, expensive, and my future alma mater. If all goes well with the exhibition and I get my grant, that is. That's Mary Sam, VAVA's founding mother and pro-Venice activist back before the riots. She was assassinated by a corporate hired gun right after the school opened some 90 years ago.
A corporate hired... Oh my... Good grief. The things she just casually says. Like, oh yeah, this terrible thing happened. This terrible thing happened. They're just background to her. Just part of life. Alright, that's where we go in. But, I suppose that's true of us, too. There's terrible things that happened back in the day, and we're just like, oh yeah, there was this massacre, there was that big debacle. They're the things that happened so far back that they don't have this... I mean, they're still terrible, but not... It doesn't have quite the same impact as having lived through it. And I think that's just part of history. Some things run the danger of losing a bit of their impact just because younger generations aren't really familiar with it.
It's a really nice
the same way
one here
Sosie's
on
experienced
Turner.
it.
I love his landscapes.
Alright. What about these? Oh, upstairs. I wonder if that's where our studio is. Oh, rubber glove. We're gonna take it. Alright, have a look first.
Somebody's thrown away a rubber glove.
And we are gonna pick it right out of the trash. Excellent.
Why would somebody toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it? What a terrible, terrible waste.
Where's this hole? Let's see. Oh, right in the palm. Okay,
It's a
that's
rubber
pretty
glove, but it's pretty useless with that big hole in it.
bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's empty.
Anything else? And who do we have here? Ooh.
Nice.
What's
Very
this
Van
person?
Goghish, with just a hint of Munch.
Alright, and who's this?
Olav's on a roll. Again. Does that guy ever run out of inspiration or energy? Must be the cold Norwegian winters. Nothing else to do but paint.
Feeling a little bit jealous, April?
Don't
Let's
want to
talk to him.
disturb
Hey,
him.
Olaf. Alright, okay, that's a fair point. He's busy. Alright, we saw his canvas already. Looks like upstairs it is. Ooh, dragon. Hollow sculpture.
Emma's really good with the hollow sculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous.
Alright, what else we got here?
Some books on color,
More books?
composition, and duck hunting?
Duck hunt?
These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated quite recently.
Alright, what else we got? Paintbrush
The
and
tools
palette,
of my
huh?
trade. The best thing about working up here is that nobody borrows my stuff.
And it's air conditioned. Well, let's take those.
My paintbrush and palette. What more could a girl need? Maybe a blank canvas, a handsome nude model, and 6 hours of uninterrupted painting.
She comes across as very boy crazy or desperate to find like a boyfriend, but I can't. She's 18. I can't hold that against her. When I was 18, I really, really wanted a boyfriend too.
Those sketchbooks belong to some of the other students who share the space.
Okay.
Those
Are these
sketchbooks
the
belong
same?
to some of the other students who share
Yeah.
the space.
Sketches?
Those are some of
Sketchbooks.
my
These
most
are different.
recent sketches. Unfortunately, they serve only as a barren testament to my lack of inspiration. Acrylic and oil paints.
Paints?
Art books mostly. I've browsed through all of them, looked at the pictures, but I'd much prefer to see the paintings in real life.
Alright, and the canvas,
I can only
huh?
think of two things more depressing than a blank canvas. Death and
Which are?
taxes.
Aha.
I'm way
Alrighty.
past finger painting. I need a paintbrush and palette.
Oh, well. Very well. I've got this. Alright, what are we gonna paint here? Oh, come on, I want to see your picture. Oh, who's this then? Is this our friend Emma? Is that the same as the girl in the picture?
Hiya.
Emma? Hi! I didn't
Ah.
expect to see you here today.
Me neither. Are you busy?
Nah.
Well, kinda, but...
Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on?
I have an important message for you.
From who? Not from my mom. How would she get a hold of your mom? I thought you didn't tell him where you went.
Yeah? From whom?
Believe it or not, girlfriend, but it's from Cortez.
Oh.
Excuse me?
He said to tell you that he wants to meet you. These are his exact words. Where children visualize their dreams.
Children
Visualize
their
dreams?
dreams?
What's that supposed to mean?
Me? I was hoping you would know.
No, that's really where children visualize their dreams. Okay.
Did he
I
say
guess,
anything
did he say
else?
anything else?
Nope, that was it. Why does he want to meet you? Oh, don't tell me. You guys are having a secret love affair.
Actually, it was
yeah.
kind of a
We're
creepy
eloping
situation
and
this
flying
morning.
to Africa tonight. It's all been happening so fast. My heart's aflutter.
How romantic. I couldn't imagine a better catch than Senor Cortez, the Latin lover.
Okay, so did he say anything to you about the nightmare? April, we really need to tell her about the whole incident because she's seeing it as kind of like a harmless joke here, but really, like if I were April, I'd be freaking out. Like this guy just talked to me about nightmares and he shouldn't know about nightmares and now he's sending people to try and track
Did
me
he
down.
talk to you about nightmares?
No, why?
I don't know. It's just... my dreams are really starting to bother me.
There you go again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just dreams. Sometimes a banana is just a banana.
Yeah, but if they're bothering her, then... Scar? Do you want to hear about my dream or not? I'm guessing maybe not. So, okay,
and
let's...
a dragon is just a dragon.
What's dragons got to do with it? Oh, don't tell me you had a dream about dragons.
Well, yeah.
A dragon. A talking dragon.
No dragons. There was the
I'm
mama
gonna
and the
regret
one,
this,
the
but
dragon in the
What
egg.
happened in your dream?
Well, there was a dragon.
No, before
I
the
think we
dragon, there
established
was...
that
Come
already.
on.
You had a dream about a dragon.
Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yep, we've
That's not
been
that
through
odd
that.
for a dream.
Talking dragon covered. What did it say?
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What,
April,
you
you
can
need
tell
to
from
come
the
out with the
skirt,
story.
High heels and lipstick?
Don't mock me, Emma. She said something to me. Something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously, I'll just stop telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if
Well,
I
it
wasn't
is a
so
dragon.
hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
Well, so she wasn't a very sympathetic listener to something that's bothering her friend, but at the same time, April, oh my gosh, if you're going to tell someone about your dream, learn to just spit it out. I mean, I kind of feel for Emma. It was a bit agonizing. And she didn't even get to any of the important parts of the dream because she just kept repeating the much less important parts. Okay, well, yeah, I'll come by
I'll
after I
drop
clean up
by
around
after
here.
I clean up around here.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
Alright, we'll see you later. Oh, look at that. Putting our stuff away. Okay, gotta wash the hands. It's important. What? We're just washing our hands.
Who's there?
Oh!
Okay. That was not a dream, I think.
That was certainly something.
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition.
Nothing else to say about it, even though it just turned out. I'd keep my eye on it as I went down the stairs. Wouldn't turn my back to that thing. Also, I'd be concerned that I'd be making a doctor appointment. Something's wrong. I saw this thing that I know can't be true. Okay, oh, he's all gone. Who's this now?
Nice hair color.
It is a nice hair color. She sounded maybe a little sarcastic about it, but no, it is nice, April. Actually, it's kind of nice. I feel like I'm seeing more and more kind of different colors hair like that, like the pinks and the blues and the greens and the purples and stuff. And what's cool is I'm seeing it on older and older ladies. Like, instead of just being gray, they've decided to have fun with their hair. Why not? It's just hair. Dye it whatever color makes you happy. Okay, cool. I like how we have different people out here now. Time has passed. Okay, let's...
Nothing adds more to the tranquility of...
Sorry to cut you off there, April, but we already talked about the bridge, and I would like to get to the cafe. Almost there. So close. All right. Now then, what is going on over here?
Man, those guys are in trouble.
Stairs.
Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is some kind of enforcer, isn't it? He's putting the gun directly in their face. They were just skateboarding. You really need a gigantic gun like that just to tell people not to skateboard? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's us, isn't it? I stopped at a weird spot. Man, do not break the rules in this place. Oh, okay.
It amazes me why backpackers flock to Newport. You'd think they'd have the good sense to stick to India, Australia, and the near-Earth colonies.
Near-Earth colonies. Oh. I really want to... Can we go there, April? I would imagine not. I don't think it... I'm guessing it's not within the scope of the story. It's just background of the future that we're in. But near-Earth colonies? That sounds awesome. Alright, lovebirds. Yeah, she's sitting like right in his lap, isn't she?
I think people should have the good sense to do that kind of stuff behind closed doors. At least as long as I don't have a boyfriend.
Even if you've got a boyfriend, April. Maybe closed doors. There's an amount of affection that's kind of charming and, oh, they're so happy together. And then there's an amount that's just, alright, you can keep that a little bit private. Not everyone needs to see that. Alright, what do we got going on here? Ooh.
Complimentary candy for paying customers only. Stan has a habit of taking it out of your salary if you, get the munchies.
Take one.
I'm sure Stan won't notice if I dig gently into his supply. He's got crates of these in the back.
Did we get it? Yes. Hard candy. Ooh,
Assorted
we could eat one
candy.
right now.
colorful, no doubt also extremely toxic.
All right. Oh, Charlie! Okay. And then that's to the cafe proper, I guess. Tap.
Draft. Actually, I'm not a beer person. I prefer
Me
a glass
either.
of white wine or a cup of steaming mocha.
Mocha, I'm with you there. And then Charlie, but I'm imagining when we talk to him, it may well be a big chunk of conversation, which I enjoy. I liked all the talking that we did with like Fiona and stuff. So I'm eager to talk to Charlie, but I have a feeling it'll be a lot of text. So I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll talk to Charlie and then go check out the cafe. Maybe see about getting paid.